Here we go! Let's go! Green 25! Cricket! Hound 55 weak!
Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. They're getting this guy lathered up. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right down the middle. Rolls it in. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. The Wolverines get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Coming after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got the back over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this deep...
On the double.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Right back to it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, the inside give. I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a wide open receiver. He'll work his way down to the 28 now. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by...
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Trying play action. They're trying to get to it. Makes the grab. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Making great decisions, that's what all... And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Cleescore. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down.
First down here for the offense.
Come on, set. Can.
Gonna run it. It's Buckley. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Lasso.
He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Feeling some heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Get set.
Looking to throw for it. A little release to the back. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. A new set of downs after the completion.
Reload.
They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive.
Easy. Flip it. Unlock.
Oh, it's a reverse. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only
On first down, here comes this offense.
Jackrabbit.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Firing to the right, complete.
this guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Drop, nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
You got to love that.
Ready, ready.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
Cobra.
Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Flip, flip.
Hand off from the shotgun. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Fire!
On the move, it's Buckley. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's going to pass on second down. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they pass rush? Gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Lasso! Lasso!
On second down, looking again to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Priestcorn. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Slam!
They'll go back to the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. To the ground with the back. The Wolverines have a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And his throw is incomplete.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Going for the big play. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
You know, I feel for this offense. If they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do
Offense set on first down.
Jackrabbit. Low. Check, check.
Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Caught near the sticks. It's Morgan. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Got a man. It's crease court. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
You know,
First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here, but that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Moore. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Flare! Flare! Ready? Green 25. Ready? Here we go. Hot! Here we go. Hot! Let's go. Ready, go. Set. Ready. And go. Come on, set. Ready, ready. Easy. Here we go, set. Set. And on. Get set, get set. On. Set. Hut. Ready. Easy. Set, go. Here we go. Ready, go. Down. Go. Cricket. Ready, ready.
Hi and welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 4 straight Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Look at this, taking a shot on the very first play. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the mark. In this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He'll throw it now. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. And the Trojans come to the line in a hurry-up.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking to chuck it again. Gets rid of it on the move. Grab down the middle. It's Robinson. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Oh, what a move. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Boy, this is all about...
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback keeps the football. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Trojans looking to keep this drive rolling.
Get set, get set.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
And the Trojans are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Robinson. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So ball with the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And a nice 1st down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Second down after that run on the previous play. A handoff from the shotgun. He's brought down out at the 46.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. And the Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Makes up a 1st and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. He'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably think of...
Got him, he's sacked.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Coming up, this is a tough 3rd and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving him more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he finds the running back in the flat. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here and looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he's got it. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Ball handed to the running back. And we're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's no one to throw to there on third down, and now it's a fourth down coming up.
Hey, the good news is here.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Pass caught. Second down now. Defense not pressing this time. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Got to pick up the third and short through the air. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, looking to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. Finds room at the 30. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Man, where's the scouting report for...
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And here's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And the Trojans pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
You know, it's not always the flashy play. It's not always you have to throw for a big touchdown or make a huge run as a quarterback. Sometimes it's just being efficient. Take what the defense gives you, move the sticks, keep the drive alive. That's the energy, that's the momentum you really want to play with as a quarterback.
Second down after that previous play. And the same runner's got it again. Eludes a tackle. Breaking free at midfield. He's still going. Look at the skill. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. And the Trojans will crank up the tempo.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Important second down play coming up. It's a quarterback keeper. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
Obviously, a high-scoring game, Kirk. They just couldn't match the other guys score for score, and they come up short.
Yeah, Chris, I think we knew coming into this one there'd be a lot of points scored. It would likely be a back-and-forth type of football game, and it certainly didn't disappoint. But ultimately, that defense just couldn't get the stops that they needed.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.